Alrighty, hello everybody. Good evening. Happy Monday. How's it going? Itherac, hello. 6 buns. I've been hit by lightning. Oh no. Better get some treatment. Treat yourself with a sticker, I mean. You don't like the music, Funcy? Is the music too bumpy? Hello, Drew. Eric, hello. Peaches, good day. Keith, Christian, hello. Cloud Yak, howdy howdy. One Drunk Man. Keycult X Keycron, when? Watermelon is the best melon. All other melons cannot compare. True. Mm-hmm. I cut some watermelon out, so just enjoying it to cool off from the very, very hot day. Hot and humid. Rainy, I guess, today. But yeah. Hinker, hello. Mason, ¿cómo estás? Hello, my friend. I'm doing okay. Today was, I woke up with a bit of a stomach ache for some reason. So I wasn't feeling great today, but other than that, it was okay. I mean, you know, work. Right now, most of my work is just being in front of the computer and writing and things like that. So yeah, mostly just typing away. Meowgo chatting, you could say. Mr. Fro, hello. Thank you so much for the 9 months. You can claim a sticker if you would like. Exclamation sticker for the form. Meowgo stuck when? That's like my life is defined by Meowgo stuck, I suppose. So maybe one day I'll make an emo. But not stuck in the same way as Mason stuck. Is that a profit? It is indeed. It is indeed a profit. Alright. Let's get started. So, for today's build, I will not be doing any soldering because for tonight's build, I have a Mil-Max PCB, which was Mil-Max by yours truly. So yeah, I Mil-Maxed this PCB and coffee sniffing. No, but they just gave me switches in this coffee bottle. Kind of nice. Nifty way to store switches. And we have some new Staebies, so we'll be trying the new round 2 Staebies. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so here we have our PCB that I Mil-Maxed not long ago. Have some 205. Here's our plate. Oh, hello, Mr. Kangpa84. Thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Appreciate it a lot. Do they smell like coffee? You mean the switches? Let me see. They don't. Not at all, actually. Kind of a shame. Badge, indeed. PC or nylon Staebies? Nylon. It says here. Nylon housing palm stems round 2, manufactured in May of 2022. Alright. Oh wait, is this not open at all? Wow, this is not opened at all. And I was like, why is it not opening? But it's not open. It's brand new. Look at this. So the client is giving me the honor of opening this up. Brand new. Super nice. Look at that. BNIB. Woo! Lightning keyboard's about to ruin the aftermarket value of this keyboard. Ruined! Once I tear this little piece of paper, value all gone. All gone. Unbelievable, guys. Alright. I'm gonna switch over to from the filtered mic to the regular one. Alright, I think you should hear some background noise now because my fan's running, but I think my room cooled off a little bit because the AC was running earlier, so I just turned that off. Alright. Be careful, I heard Keycult boxes can be hard to open, indeed. Alright, let's open this bad boy up. I'm just gonna use my fingernails to perforate this. Like that. So it's not HFO? Yeah, no, it's not. This is GMK Hyperfuse Round 2. This is basically the original run of Hyperfuse, essentially, with a revised purple. Between R1 and R2, the only difference was that the purple was a little darker because the stock purple chip from GMK changed color. So they revised their purple, and R2, quote-unquote, was a slightly darker purple than the first round. Alright, so I heard that taking this box out is a very difficult task. So I can demonstrate here how I open Keycult boxes even during a stream. I can demonstrate here that even the box is not even, like the foam is not necessarily even here. That's fine. But you know, it's not very difficult to take this out. So the number one step I do is because these can be a little bit tight, I first just hold the box in one arm, like using my forearm as a rest or something, and then I just wedge my fingers in there, and then I want to make sure that the box is completely sealed, because the amount of air that's in there is going to basically create a little vacuum. And so basically, and then you just start pulling, and then you make sure that you continue to keep it fully compressed, and then slowly pull this out. And then you can just pull it out from the rest of the box. And boom, there we go. Okay. And so here's our board. What is a whiteboard? It's a Prophet. Okay. Let's just now undo this. We've built a keyboard just like this one before. This is the Ocean Gray brushed brass bottom Keycult number 265. Put silence on it. We did before. I have the silver one, very nice. Ocean Gray and silver also very, very cool. We have a nice silver aluminum plate here. Alright. So I think we can put the case aside and get started. Alrighty. Sheesh, I'm jelly. Abstraction layer, hello. Mr. Kupo asking to be banned? Oh no. Alright, let's take these stabs out of the box now. So let me check today's layout for the build. It's going to be 6 to 5, use spacebar, ANSI enter. Okay, so it's basically going to be standard ANSI today. Okay, so we have the housings on that side. And then all the wires in a piece of foam. And then all the rest over here. Okay. So that's the packaging for the Staebies. V2 Staebies indeed, yes. This is the packaging that they come in. This is a piece of foam that contains all your wires. It has a 625 wire, a 7U wire, and then 5 2U wires. Very nice. And then as to how many stabs we do have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we indeed have a stab for pretty much everything that you might need. So you could even build like an Alice layout keyboard with this, because you do have at least 5 stabs, which is pretty cool. It comes with, they changed the washers, so it comes with the plastic washers, solid plastic washers, and the screws. These screws are hex. These are hex screws. Staebies V2 packaging looking like skincare products. That sounds like a good thing. Alright, so for today's build we're going to need I think 4 stabs. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we end up with some extras here, which I'll just put inside of the box. A lot of people were complaining about the packaging. Honestly, it's fine. Think about how Durox were packaged. Durox are just in a plastic bag. That's the only difference. A box is okay, I think. I could see how the box can be inconvenient because it is just paper. So like if it gets wet, things like that. Or if it gets crushed, for example, that would be another thing that could be a problem. But it seems alright. Alright, so we need a 625 wire. And then 1, 2, and 3 2U wires, and the rest I can just put inside the box. So I guess one thing to keep in mind is maybe the amount of stuff that you have in the box. So I would maybe just put the foam first and then I put the rest. You're never gonna see it again anyway once you're done using the stabs. Yeah, that's true. That is indeed the case. Mind you, this is actually not even my order of Staebies. Like, so if people are like, oh my god, it's obvious that this is oh, you know, sending to streamers, so you know they're sending the ones that are perfect. But No. This is just a customer's order, so yeah. Garlic WTF, oh my god. Dude, where have you been? Hello. How are you? The old packaging was too much, honestly. This is an improvement? Yeah, I think this is an improvement in terms of it's not as wasteful, you know? I think the old packaging with the plastic box and everything was a little extra, yeah. Just been busy with work. I'm good. How have you been? Long time. Yeah, I'm doing well. You know, just building keyboards as usual when I get the time. Still, you know, working and in school and whatnot. But yeah, doing all right, man. How's work? I mean, you've been in the States right now, right? But busy with work is it's not a bad thing, to be honest. Sounds like a good thing to have, like a good problem to have. Yeah, moved to an architect role, so I've been transitioning and stuff. Wow, I see. Very cool, man. I'm glad to hear it. It's honestly really nice to hear. The car alarm is in sync with the music. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, the people outside, it can always be a bit of a mess. Yeah. Got some barbecue ribs, and Diego is streaming Pog. Nice. Barbecue ribs, yum. I haven't had a barbecue ribs in a little while, now I think about it. Maybe it is time for a July 4 barbecue or something. That would be nice. Don't really always do anything like that on July 4th, but a little outing or barbecue kind of thing would be, like a grill out would be nice for the holiday. Okay, alright. Great. Some car with a big ass motor just passing by, triggering alarms next to it. Okay. Bruh. Dude honked so hard he made the alarm go off? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not even honking, it's actually the exhaust. Insane. I like box because it makes it reusable to store things, but I only need one or two. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's always good to have reusable packaging. Yo, what up, Mari? Well, I guess Mauricio, I assume. Hello. New York City sounds definitely on the Diego stream bingo card. Oh yeah, New York City sounds is definitely on the bingo card. It's and it's not just any New York City sounds. You need to have like a variety of them. There's the passing cars or like motorcycles, or fire truck, and then you have the mariachi or reggaeton music. That's another one. Random screaming, yeah, random screaming, like kids like walking around or like running around here, especially in the summer, when the kids are out, you know, at night because it's like bright out until late. And you know, usually like parents also are out and stuff, so you know, they stay out a little longer. You need to record a typing test with New York City ambient. I swear to God, dude. Sometimes, if you, so nobody listens to the entirety of the test, right? But you know, I normally put up the sound tests that are about 3.5 minutes long or so, I think, right? And during those 3.5 minutes, there's a lot of ambient sound here and there. Sometimes like people walk around, like, you know, walk past my window area here. Or sometimes you get to hear the airplane that's passing over, or sometimes you get to hear the fire truck or the ambulance. That's like the siren that's a little further away. But it happens somewhere in the middle of the sound test, so it's not at the very beginning. Why is it 4K to go to Korea? Am I really doing this? 4K? Why would you do that? Why would you pay $4,000 to go to South Korea right now? I want to hear a sound test that has a huge argument outside your window going on the whole time. Maybe one day I'll do it. The real bingo. So you're good with computers? I'm not too good with computers, to be honest, but I do build custom keyboards, and I think I build them pretty decently well. That said, you know, it's not like particularly a special skill per se, but I would say that it's a fun thing to do, at least for myself, so I do it. Heavy ambient during the whole thing? That's so difficult though. I mean, I'll have to record it and just play it as a separate track to it for it to have a separate ambient sound in the background, as if it were like a loop. And it'll have to be turned up actually. I guess it's not that audible, but yeah. Okay, my laptop is stuck on the loading screen and I need help. I assume you tried to restart your computer. Yo, what's up? Heine, hello. Thanks for the sub, dude. How are you doing? What's cooking? How's your week going? What have you been up to lately? Been busy AF? What you up to these days? Setting up shop? Just hoping I get lucky. Yeah, honestly, computer problems when like things are stuck at, like in the loading screen and stuff, it's kind of harder to diagnose. I mean, I guess one thing I would suggest is like boot it in safe mode. That's the #1 thing I'll probably do. Lots of house stuff, plumbing, electrical, building a fence. Oh, okay. House stuff is gonna always be super time consuming and also tiring. So you're exhausted at the end of the day. Even if you do nothing, just sit around to think about it. I mean, you want to plan it well, so you just kind of exhaust yourself doing that. Yeah, but cool, dude. House stuff, honestly, it sounds exciting. I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna be really worth it. It's gonna be really worth it to have all that set up. So that's dope. Behind the scenes keyboard stuff too? Oh yeah. We do some keyboard stuff here. Build 75% Keycult that was made on Diego's resume. Also need to get my streaming setup done. Oh yeah, I guess you haven't had that done since you moved, right? It's been a little while now. But hey, that's dope. Things are getting set up. So what's your next big project, dude? Keyboard wise. Dog, I haven't streamed like 2 years. Yeah. He built a Type Master. Oh boy, I remember that. Type Master. The whole logo thing, that was crazy. And the aesthetic, basically. Ladybird goodbye, nice! For those who don't know what the Ladybird is the 60% that Mr. Heine is trying to run soon. And then HBCP, oh, HBCP comeback. That's kind of exciting, to be honest, because there's not enough 1800 style stuff out there, honestly. Don't see it often, at all, actually. That may happens, but yeah, still pretty niche. I guess I'm seeing a few people starting to do the full size thing, right? There's the Zekin was doing that full size one, the big wave one, and then there was that full size from the from Arslock from Carolina Mech. So full size is kind of doing its rounds a little bit, but it's still only 2 people out of like so many out there. But 1800 is still so rare. Like 1800 CP, etc. Ladybird looks awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like the TKL1, but in 60% form. Gib, just participate. I'm sure there'll be plenty of them. Mr. Heine's running big projects now. So if you want one, I'm sure you can get one. Just have to participate. Oh yeah, Heine, you're going to the NK meetup, right? Because I mean, you're in Pittsburgh, so for you it's just a drive out, to be honest. I've been looking into the tickets, but I think the accommodation's gonna be a little bit harder. But yeah, NK meetup in November, and so for those who don't know, if you're trying to go to NK meetup, the Novel Keys meetup, the keyboard meetup, it's like keyboardmeetup.com, I think, for the website. But it's on November 12th, and to go there, you need to fly either into you would fly to Pittsburgh, and then you could drive down, or you could get like an Uber or something and go down to Morgantown. I mean, you can also have that strange like small airport transfer, and you basically get a small propeller plane down to Morgantown. But yeah, you can just go from Pittsburgh too. I'm hoping to. We moved our honeymoon so I can go. Damn, dude. Yeah, go to Pittsburgh and drive the hour. Yeah, I would say so too. It's like if it's only an hour away, it's honestly fine. I would probably carpool it with people, I guess, if I did something like that, you know. Make it worth the rental or whatever. Go to Pittsburgh, get the Heine office tour, the warehouse tour. You mean? It's more than an office at this point now. It's the big shop, big boy shop. Especially by November, I'm sure it'll be a bigger enterprise here. Half office, half warehouse. Fair enough. What's up, Mr. Nick? How's it going? Are you on the way to work or something like that today? Or do you have a day schedule this week? I'm on vacay this week. Oh, let's go. Nice, dude. I mean, on vacation this week sounds sweet, especially because you get to the do you get the whole week off and then get the long weekend from July 4th? Because I think July 4th is a Monday or something, right? So you would get the extra day there. That's a W. For sure. The argument's happening? What argument? Oh, you mean the background? Oh, I don't think that's an argument, actually. I think that's, that might be my roommates talking and stuff. Just, like, laughing. Because right outside my room is basically the living area. How many roomies? I have 2. Let's grab lunch while I'm home? Wait. Nick, do you actually mean like let's grab lunch as in like let's grab lunch this week? We could do that. By home, where are you right now? Are you normally like out somewhere? I mean, I thought you were in Staten Island. Or like outer borough in general. I mean, I don't know. You like last time you were like, yeah, I was on the bus, so I was like, where to? Like the bus? That's like Queens, Staten Island, Brooklyn. No, I mean you come out to the city. That's what I mean. Come out to the city, dude. When you're free. Lighting Keyboards Fan 69 lives inside the wall. He doesn't count as roomie. Yeah, so, I wonder if Lightning Keyboards Fan 69 is a bug, because, the other day we had the Exterminator over, so you know, this summer we had the Exterminator over because, you know, we've been having a little bit of a bug issue in terms of, like, I live on the ground floor, and in the summer, like, with the heat and moisture, a lot of bugs start coming out. So we had the Exterminator, and the Exterminator was like, hey man, like, you know, it's all good, like, extermination happened, that was all good. Actually, like, we pretty much haven't seen any anymore. And then the exterminator was like, oh yeah, so like these bugs like live in, you know, like they like heat and moisture, right? And they like heat and moisture, and the exterminator was like, oh hey, but like, you know, you guys have brick walls, right? I mean, like, we have like one big brick wall basically, like lining one particular like side of the house, and he was like, oh, you know, like brick walls can have like gaps in between and stuff, and you know, sometimes like bugs can live like, you know, in the walls basically. And I was like, oh, ew. And then, you know, he was like, oh, you know, but like you could ask the management to like seal the wall with like polyurethane or whatever. And then we're like, okay, cool, like, you know, we'll pitch it to the management or whatever, like, that's fine. But anyway, that comment about the walls, roomie in the walls, made me think that maybe Lightning Keyboards Fan 69 is just a bug. I'm actually going to Keycult for my anniversary, July 9th. Oh, yo, let's go, Mr. Nick. Also, congrats on the occasion in advance, but I hope that's a great trip to the restaurant. That sounds amazing. Diego, what's a good area to live in when visiting New York City? Probably like, you could do like, I mean, when visiting, I would say like Chelsea is really nice, West Village is really nice, Greenwich Village is really nice. Parts of the Lower East Side can be nice, like East Village and like Lower East Side can be pretty nice, but I mean, it's a little small for sure there. Like anywhere downtown is gonna be a little bit small and stuff. Or you could always go to like a little further out, like LIC, like Long Island City, and then just you know, take the subway in or something like that. Upper West Side is also really nice. Central Park South. You mean, yeah, so that's like what? Like 59th Street-ish? Yeah, that's okay too. Decent area. LIC is fine? Yeah, LIC is fine. It's just like, nowadays, it's like if you want to live somewhere close to Manhattan that's not Manhattan, LIC is your best bet. Or like Jersey City. Because it's too expensive to live in the city. So like right now I was helping somebody, I was helping a friend of mine look for apartments in New York City. You know how much apartments cost for a 1-bedroom right now? In Manhattan? Minimum is like $3,500 per month. For a lot of like Midtown and for a lot of like Midtown apartments especially. It's like $3,500, $4K per month. So yeah, so when the options are like that, you wanna like a studio or like 1-bed. So when options are like that, you probably want to look outside of the city, you know, outside of Manhattan specifically. So it's just the way it goes. Lightning Keyboards Fan 420, hello. What if Lightning Keyboards Fan 69 is a feature? Gotta do solo, so wanted something accessible and safe. Yeah, like a lot of Midtown, and then yeah, LIC has a lot of hotels now. Yeah, as Control Osdale says. There's just like, yeah, LIC is nice because it's very easily accessible to get into a city. Just one subway right away. Whittle, hello. You think I can rent a trash can for 1K? You would probably just get taken to the dump. After paying 1K though. Rent is dumb right now. Yeah. Like moving right now, especially like in the summer, is a terrible time. Moving specifically. I mean, it is the peak because there's like interns and students and all kinds of people trying to move in the summer, right? I love LIC. Yeah, LIC is pretty sweet. It's also just expanding a lot, so that's why. Super easy to get to Brooklyn from LIC as well, but it's always hard to get to Brooklyn from most places. So yeah, Brooklyn's like, the reason I like, for example, I like Brooklyn, but I wouldn't live there because it just feels far from everything. Even though I technically live super far from everything, at least I get like express trains that are pretty decently fast. Like I can still get to most places in the city within like 40 minutes. Which in the city is pretty normal. Considering. Upper West Side best? If I had to choose one neighborhood in like Manhattan or I guess New York City in general, I would probably want to live in Upper West Side. Yeah. Like between basically like that Lincoln Center area, which is like a little bit past Trump Tower, like on 59th, so like around like 60th, 63rd Street-ish, all the way up to like 96th. Or like 103rd maybe top at most. It's nice because like on 72nd and Broadway there's a Trader Joe's, which is really sweet. And then there's a lot of like little cute restaurants and coffee shops, and Central Park's pretty nearby. If you are going for anything cultural, like, you know, any like museums or art centers or whatever, West Side has it all. But yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of like where I would ideally want to live, but obviously I can't afford it. But yeah, it's just I'm just talking hypotheticals here. Lovely in Park Slope. Didn't even realize there's an H Mart 2 in Upper West. Yeah, there's an H Mart 2. Yeah, there's like H Mart, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. There's everything. There's pretty much everything. One Way Theory. Hello. How much is Jersey City now? I actually don't know, Fallen. I actually don't know how much Jersey City is right now because I haven't looked into it myself. Because I don't have an interest in Jersey City, but I know that friends probably do. I haven't asked them. I mean, I'm sure that you could probably get a idea for it if once you look into, like, just quick search into like Street Easy or something like that would probably give you a good idea right away. But I'm gonna say it's still probably not that cheap. Because a lot of people who move into to work like in the Dye area are probably gonna move into Jersey City, so yeah. but it will be definitely cheaper than living in FiDi. Whole Foods on the East Coast? I mean, there is Whole Foods here, yeah. Diego, do you have any SAT dyesubs? I do. I've had those for a while, actually. Would live near Lincoln Center. I just don't like that the subways there only really run up the west side. Yeah, harder to get to the east side. I guess you can take the bus over. Yeah, I mean, so for example, I don't want to go to the east side that much. Like Upper East Side, like east side of Central Park, I don't really want to go there that much unless like for the Met or like a few other places. Like there's like the Frick and the Met and like a couple other places. But I mean, there's not that much that I want to go see specifically in the east side. So I personally don't have as much interest in crossing over to the east side. I mean, or if anything, I would just go and take the I'll just go through Central Park, I guess. If I lived on the Upper East Side, would you want to visit? No. I actually looked at a place in Jersey City out of curiosity. I could get a half bedroom. Oh, I mean, sorry. I see. 12BR about 1,000 square feet for 3,500 or so. Yeah, it's just the way it is right now. It's crazy though. I did the thing. Okay. SAT. Okay. Need to look for some of the modifiers because ANSI. Oh wait. I would have to use ABS stuff though because we're doing 6.25U today. Also, I can always just use CRP Peacock, which is basically the same thing. But Diego, UES has Naruto Ramen. I think Westside also has Naruto Ramen, actually. Oh, good night, One Drunk Man. Jersey City would make sense. The concert I'm attending is a Prudential. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, if that's the case, you could go to Jersey City. Oh man, is this socket gonna get in the way? Let's see. I might have to remove one of the sockets, which I guess is fine. I might do that. We'll see. Let me first try putting these on, and then we can try the rest. CRP is so good. Although BSP black and white's my go-to right now. Does Upper West Side didn't realize it had a few stores. I walked past it, laughed, and then kept walking. Makes sense. I mean, also there's so many ramen spots. You know what I mean? Like, there are so many ramen spots in New York City that honestly, you're not missing out on much just because you didn't go to X, Y, or Z place. They're just like, the options are limitless nowadays with ramen. Is this hot swap? Yeah, it's a Milmax socket. Have you been here, Ivan Ramen? No, I don't think so. Just from the name, at least, I don't think so. Ivan Ramen is so good? Interesting. Should probably try it at some point then. Where is it located? I haven't checked. What's the whereabouts? Clinton Street. Oh, okay. Cool. Do they have other locations? So it's like what, Lower East Side basically. Okay. Oh, it's like right next to Houston. Okay. LDS-ish. Honestly, I don't really have a best kind of place because a lot of the ramen kind of starts tasting the same after a while for me. For me, ramen's like a comfort food in the sense that I'm just craving it and I just have it and it just you know, hits the spot and that's about it. I don't really care whether it's more tasteful than the other. It's honestly like same. As long as like the broth is like nice and rich, it's good. I've been ramen trip? Yeah. I mean, we should do we can always do stuff here in the city. Been doing lots of mill maxing, just a few. Yeah, a few people have been asking for it, which is fine as long as they pay for my time. All right, so I do think I have to remove just this one mill max socket because so let me just show you why. Basically, this one over here, it gets in the way of the stab insert, right? So I'm just gonna remove that one part. So that one just becomes a solderable spot, if anything, later on, if you use like split backspace. But that's about it. All right, let's do that. We've had ramen together. I completely forgot. Yeah, don't you remember that time we met, Middle? That was the first time, and we did have ramen that time. It was pretty good. That I think that time I had this like cool black garlic broth ramen. It was really good. Alright, there it is, removed. Split backspace on the 65, some people do want it. I mean, so the thing about mill maxing, right? The thing about mill max sockets is that you just want to do all the layouts. Why? Because why not? Like if you're already going to hot swap most of the layouts, or at least one layout, which basically covers like the entire PCB, right? There's a few extra spots you want to get. Like ISO, for example, I didn't include because those spots are, you know, if you're using ANSI, it's very unlikely that you're going to use ISO. But for like backspace or like split backspace or like step cap sock on regular, for example, those spots can be switched pretty easily. So yeah, might as well just cover it, you know? I'd say give Aburasoba Tsukemen and Ormasemen a try. Oh, I've tried Tsukemen. I mean, what's that Tsukemen place on Avenue A? All the way down in the Lower East Side. It's for a second, like the name is escaping me. Shit. What's the name? What's that Tsukemen spot? Tabetomo, yes, Tabetomo. Yes, Tabetomo is really good. Solid Tsukemen. What if I feel like becoming an EU user one day? I mean, well, that's cool because, you know, with the state of affairs in the United States right now, I might want to become an EU person. Maybe it was a mistake to naturalize myself as an American in the first place. Okay, let's not doom talk this week yet. I've been doom talking and doom scrolling the whole past weekend, so maybe I shouldn't do that too early. Whoa! Camera died. Okay, it's back. All right. Jokes on you, EU needs language support, which is still hard to get, so most people in the hobby are on ANSI. Oh, okay. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. I know that a lot of people in the EU just use ANSI because of that. For sure. Alright. So one thing about Milmax, it's always gotta be careful about the insertion of the pins because yeah, sometimes it's just easy to bend these pins. But once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. Just use OG cherry and you're good? Oh yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Easy to find, very cheap too. I have some Swiss 0828 caps if you want to move to Switzerland and use a full size of the F30. Oh, that's very cool. 0528. 0528. Kind of rings a bell, but I'm not sure which one that is. But now that you say F30, it must be one of those that has the really long top F-row. Kind of similar to the Gravograph one, I think. I think that one's basically a 0528. Like, or at least it's like that style. OG dyesubs for cheap if you like anything other than ANSI. I mean, honestly, the easiest way to do OG dyesubs in keyboards right now, like if you want, so is just to get some like German ones and then just put some ANSI, just some ANSI modifiers where you need it, which would be enter, left shift, and pipe. Like might involve mixing ABS and PBT, but you could also do it with CRP. Oh wait, I was supposed to put a cream pack on the spacebar, so let me do that, I guess. I sold OG Palm to a friend for 60 a few months ago and you even included the board? Wow. What a deal. Are DOS 2 really that hard to find for Palm? Yeah, they're pretty hard to find nowadays. At this point, they're kind of like a disappearing breed. Pretty much everything in Cherry like now is like that right now. It's like anything in Cherry right now is pretty much gonna be harder and harder to find now because it's. Don't forget, like e-recycling is not particularly great here in the States. A lot of the e-waste stuff, so a lot of it already has been destroyed or a lot of it's already claimed for. So yeah, you can just assume a lot of stuff is kind of difficult to find these days. Even if it's not nearly as rare, like let's say even if they made like a few thousand units or whatever, like several tens of thousands even sometimes, but yeah, just gets more and more difficult the more time passes by. Kind of fun to help out newbies to the hobby. It is always fun to help out newbies in the hobby as long as they are guided well, I guess. Because sometimes some newbies are misled initially, and then kind of taints them, I think. Get spoiled. The switch feels a little, just gonna put it aside. Kind of feel a little tactile for a reason. I think the switch film may have been stuck. That's better. Put a switch on this side. There we go. Okay. They sound very quiet, these Staebies. As long as they don't rattle, it's good. Okay. Is the return sluggish at all? I heard that can be an issue on Staebies. Right now, the spacebar feels fine. The shift feels fine. I think the backspace maybe is a little sluggish right now, but I'm gonna double check that first. So yeah, because for example earlier I just pressed this in a little like properly, and it felt better already. But yeah, I think that might have been just the keycap. But it feels fine on everything else right now. I mean, it's possible that it could have been over lube, which would not be good, but you know, we can always double check that kind of thing. How are they so far for standard Durock V2 and TX? I mean, standard Durock V2 is like, they just work. You just need to lube them a little bit more carefully, I guess, properly. They can like tick a little bit more easily compared to like TX, for example. TX is pretty easy to tune. They don't require that much lube, to be honest. I mean, some people even go like almost stock on like 2Us and 2.5s and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, and difference between TX and Staebies is that Staebies will have their screw-ins, so it doesn't work the same way as clip-ins. You know, that's the main difference between TX and the rest, really. And I mean, that's about it. It's kind of like the tolerance are a bit more like TX in terms of the screw, like in terms of the stabilizer itself. So definitely it requires a little less lube, and it's also just like less prone to ticking. So yeah, so tighter tolerances overall on Staebies. Okay, looks flush. How good do you think OutLab stabs are? I mean, I've tried like the first 2 iterations of OutLab stabs. They're okay. I mean, the first one I actually didn't like as much because they had really tight wire clipping parts. Like the part where you insert the wire into the stabilizer clip, you know, that that hinge portion. That was really tight on the OutLab V1 stabs, but the V2 pretty much solved that problem. So they're okay. I didn't really have any issues after I tried the V2s. They kind of felt like, you know, pretty much whatever like Durock V2s basically were at the time. So yeah, I didn't really have any issues when I tried them, but I've only, that's like an n equals to 1 sample size, so I can't really tell you much more than that. Do you like KTT Halo Halos? I haven't tried them, but I think there are some people in chat who might have. So I think Peaches might have those Halo Halos, right? I think doesn't your practice have them? I think, but I haven't tried them myself. Popus are just like OP Blacks, pretty smooth. They're just like recolor OP Blacks, if I recall correctly. They're KTT Rosary colors, I see. How's your weekend? Weekend was alright. Mostly just stayed indoors because it was really hot and humid. But yeah, it was good. Thanks for asking. How do you feel about the parallel portal? When I tried it, it was fine. Pretty soft typing experience because the O-ring's pretty soft on that one. It was okay though. Seemed decent for the price, although I did hear there are some people who are concerned about the quality control on them. But yeah, assuming the unit that you're getting is, you know, in good condition. Didn't really have any issues myself, but I don't know what others might have to say about it. Okay, comes on Thursday. Super hype but not excited. These are 2 PCBs. That can be some work. Clack or Thok? Thok only on Topre, because that's where it belongs. So I assume Clack for everything else. How's your day? It was okay. Kind of whatever. I mean, I wasn't feeling great in the morning, so My morning kind of sucked, but it got better later in the afternoon, so it was fine. What are your favorite switches? You can just do exclamation switches to get some of my favorite switches. I forgot that you like godems. Oh, modems are great. They need to be modded properly in the sense that they're, I mean, they're kind of like Ergo Clears or Zelio V1s even. They're okay, but they definitely need like switch films, for example, and I was okay with the original springs on them, so I didn't really spring swap those either. You want more modems? I have a bag of them? Sure, why not? I actually, the only reason I would not buy modem switches was because I didn't want to purchase from Originative at the time, and they're like priced pretty high on there. Should I just change it back to Toprite? No. It's annoying to see the emote when I'm trying to read the chat, so no, don't do it. I forget if I got those from Will or not, when he wrote me in. Oh, that sounds actually very likely because I know that Will actually likes mod switches as well. So those might be from him. Who made modems? Originative sold them. Not sure who made them. Like, manufacturer wise. You could ask Theremin Goat probably about it. He'll probably know. Oko had their own switch menu. Oko was kind of like a pretty forthcoming vendor at the time they were active, but they fell off pretty quickly once like people also like started catching up with the work, and also like pricing was different and whatnot. I think that was a big issue. I think pricing. Started scamming, then were actually decent and fell off again? Yeah. Well, I don't know about this beginning because I wasn't around then, but yeah. I'll believe your word for it. I'll take your word for it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, mic was off, right? Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm back. For those who, for the raiders, I apologize for the trouble. My connection, I guess, dropped for a sec. So sorry about that. Yeah, just happens every so often. And I think the chat cache and stuff will refresh pretty soon. Kaze 2 lit? Oh, do you build a Kaze today? Oh, very nice. Again, Alex, thank you so much for the raid. 369, nice. Anyway, welcome raiders. My name is Diego. I go by Lightning. If you don't know me, I also build keyboards. And today we're building a Keycult number 265. Oh, well, also hello, Mr. John. How are you? Frostfire, hello, hello. Jason79, hello. Boomerang Guru Reliable Spectrum, yeah. I did? Very nice. How do you like it? I haven't tried that, so I wouldn't know. Is that a profit? Yes, it is. It is a profit. Hydrate, I shall. Alright, so we were about to... I was just finishing up putting the switches on, so I was going to test the PCB. So, because this PCB is mil-maxed, so I don't need to solder anything today, which is nice. How does Mil-Max work? It's very simple. Do I have the sockets here? I don't have the socket here, like right here in my hands, but basically there are these small metallic sockets that you basically solder onto each of the pin positions. So they basically are hot swappable little sockets, but you need to solder them. So the first the installation portion of the hot swap of the Mil-Max sockets is a soldering process, which is a little bit ironic, but it's basically like a do it once and then you get a bunch of insertion cycles out of it. Yeah. If that makes sense. Your no clean solder doesn't splatter flux at all? I'm also pretty careful about how I solder. So nowadays I actually barely splatter flux while soldering. It's gone just a little cleaner. Okay, let's see. Bottom row ANSI, that's okay for now. Let's just test it. What is this sorcery? Just run your temp a little lower. I mean, I run a 350C, but I also feed the solder a little bit carefully. That's pretty much it. You just need to feed the solder carefully. That's all. Because it's the sudden change in temperature that makes it splatter. Alright, everything's working. Pretty good. Pretty nice. So all we gotta do is just put it together. I soldered at 270? Dang. I mean, 270 is fine if your solder has enough lead content, and also it should also, I mean, it'll just melt your solder much more slowly, but it'll still work. It'll still work fine. just be a little bit slower for the melting. And yeah, I guess it also depends on what you're trying to achieve. Like sometimes you don't want to have a high temp because, you know, it might damage components nearby. But I mean, for keyboards, it doesn't really matter because for keyboards, the through-hole soldering that we do is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So we're not too sensitive to those things. Alrighty, let's assemble this. Alright, so this is the board that we are building up today. This is the Keycult 265 in ocean gray and brushed brass. DK Monster, hello, sup? Is this a commissioned bottom? It is like a special edition. Revision 1? What do you mean revision 1? This is a 265. The 265 has only had one iteration essentially, just different colorways and different like finishes on the bottom. So this has a machined brass bottom. Actually, I'm just gonna remove the screws here because I think they're gonna fall off otherwise. Oh dang, Diego built all this in 8 minutes? Is that an ocean gray colorway? Yes, it is. It is. Can we see the bottom? Yeah, absolutely. So, hold on. Let me just wipe my hands really quick. Okay, so this is brass, and it has been brushed for the finish and then coated. I mean, you still want to be a little bit careful in handling it. Obviously, if you leave a lot of like oils and stuff, it might strip away the coat. But yeah. So the original comes with a silver bottom. Are people swapping out brass bottoms from other number 2s? No. So this specific brushed brass bottom is a special, like it's like a special edition. So you could say it's like a commission. Yeah. It was sold to, it was, you know, this was like for a group of people. Is it a personal build? No, it's not. So it's for a client. That looks amazing. I would like to see a bottom in like a light blue color. Me too. I would love to see that. For those who don't really know, like what I like my specific preferences, I really like silver and blue colorways in general, but specifically like lighter blues are pretty cool. Like it's like something you don't see in anodizing as much. So I would definitely be curious to see a lighter blue. Kind of like similar to that Pixel Space capsule that I built a little while back. Very cool, like ice blue sort of tone to it. All right. So the first thing we should probably do is put our daughter board in. And if I recall correctly, the daughter board, is it this way? Okay, and screws. I'm surprised light gray is never a color. I mean, at the point where you say light gray, wouldn't it be pretty much silver? I think it's might be because it's just more difficult to kind of get that. I don't know though. I mean, I don't know how common the color is in anodizing, like in industry, outside of keyboards, you know. Light matte gray? I see. I have a QK65 coming in silver with a mirror bottom. I will probably go with light blue keycaps. Ooh, sounds like a nice combo. Kind of like people using like Shoko, like Jim Key Shoko on silver is a pretty cool combo too. Any upcoming TKLs I should be on the lookout for? Let me think about it. I just don't keep up with the upcoming stuff. Let's see. So let's see if I have anything that I've also built recently. VL finger gun, Jing. Don't even know which ones are those. But there is the Jaguar V2 coming in sometime later in the year, which I built a prototype for. Pretty nice. Kaze RBB. RBB has a different name for it, right? No? Cloudline soon? You mean shipping, or is there another run, or what's the going argument for that? RBB is a different name. Yeah, okay. What's the original name, sorry? I honestly can't keep up. Okay, this is a very tight connector cable for this, so I'm gonna have to be a little careful here. Is this even gonna make it? Hold on. This is very short, but I mean, like just barely. Oh my god. Okay. Look at that. Boom. Boom. Pro. Done. Okay. That remains plugged in. That's good. Why is that so short? Yeah, I know. I think the measurement may have just run short at the fab, because the daughter boards and the cables come in from, you know, they come in packaged on the PCB. So I'm assuming it might have just been a logistical mistake from the fab. I don't know. Those are the sounds of home. Yeah, it sure sounds like my street sometimes. Not all the time, it just passing by cars and stuff. Are you using spin fits on your Moondrop variations? I don't know what they're called, to be honest. Somebody sent them to me, the tips, and then I just replaced them. But these are the tips. They're pretty comfy though. Sub baby time? Oh, nice. Mr. Giorin, thank you so much for the 9 months, my friend. How are you doing? Good, good. Glad to hear it. What's new? Any cool news? Two of my favorite streamers building 2 bangers today. Alex built a Kaze and you're building a Keycult. Appreciate that. Hey yo! Oh, hello, Miss Kate. Hello, hello. How's it going? What's good? Just making sure that that little screw is all the way down. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Never up in time for everyone else's streams? I mean, it's tough. The time zones are difficult, to be honest. I mean, I stream like evenings here, which ends up being, I guess, morning time over there. So like if you're busy with work, it's kind of difficult to log in and, you know, check out streams. So I get it. I get it. I think I'm gonna have to tape this cable. It keeps falling off. It's probably because it's tight, too tightly rather. Just to make sure I don't want any of those cables to get pinched in the process. So we're gonna just make sure that those don't get caught in between. All right, cool. We're good. I'm super lucky that I work from home until 4 AM PST so I can watch most streams. Wow. Work from home until 4 AM PST? That's also pretty late. Wow. Wait, 4 AM PST is basically morning, like that's 7 AM in the East Coast. That's like the time when I'm up and going to work. I started at 4 PM PST, so evening streams are always happening. Oh, that's like, yeah, stream prime time, evenings. Like starting from afternoon PST all the way through the evening is pretty much stream prime time. But yeah, it's 12-hour shift too, so quite the long shift. We want to wipe those fingerprints off right away, because if the finger oils stay for too long, the coating on the brass can get can strip off eventually. So take care of that. No raid notification? What? How come? Anyway, JB, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? Alright, so Mr. Drua asked for some beige keycaps, so I'm gonna go get some of that. I have, basically I might use a combination of CRP and OG Cherry, I guess. Good to see ya. Yeah, man. You surviving summer? Cause sure it's been hot and humid, at least this past week. Hopefully some rain to cool it off a little, but oh no, don't see it getting too much cooler right now. Just been sweating so much out. All right. Oh, music stopped. Why is that? Hello there. What are your thoughts on the Bauer 2? I like the Bauer. The Bauer is a pretty nice board. It sounds really nice, in my opinion. Like you don't even need to put any foam or anything like that. It has a pretty has like this like hollowness to it that kind of sounds really nice. I particularly like linear switches in it. But yeah, like I've tried a few and they've been really nice to use, and I know that a lot of people who own them are also like pretty pleased with it. A bit of a low typing angle, so if you're not into like a more lower typing angle board, maybe it's not for you. Also, it has a specific aesthetic to it, so just make sure you're okay with that. But it's a pretty board. It's a pretty board. Yeah, I don't know what happened to raid notification, by the way. You're checking my stream alerts, but earlier it was still working, so I'm actually confused. Anyway, Celtis and JB again, welcome and thank you so much for the raid. Evening, beautiful Patty. Hello, hello. How's it going? All right, I'm gonna go for the key set. I'll be right back. The previous raid killed raid notifications. Actually, it did. Actually, it did, because the previous raid Alex raided with like 300 viewers, and my connection went out. So like that's why it says like it's only been like 25 minutes since the stream started, but it's actually been like maybe like 2 hours now. Yeah. So it actually killed the notifications. Yeah. Anyway, my usual connection problems. That's like typical of my streams, I think. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Thoughts on bag lubing for a quick build? Why not, I guess? Try it. One thing is just, I mean, it's just the top part of the stem gets all, like, you know, nasty. But I think outside of that, I think it should be fine. Alright. So I think this board right now here should have my SAT dyesubs. Okay. Alright. So Casey giveaway tonight. It's not even mine. It is not even mine. Oh, I guess we'll just get the arrow keys from the CRP stuff, actually. Beautiful Jane, thank you, thank you. Okay, and then we're gonna need some other mods. So we're gonna need this spacebar over here. And we're gonna need a short shift. Regular caps. Okay. My short shift, huh? Oh, this must be it. Let's see. Wrong caps lock. At least it's mil-max, so the client can change it later. I guess that is true. That is true. Convenience of mil-max is definitely, or any hot swap, is to be able to change whatever. This is a different version of SAT than I was thinking of. This is the original G81 3000 SAT. So I don't know what other one you might have been thinking about. I made it, Nico. Hello. Alright. Shall we put some artisanal keycaps? The one with the blue sub legends? Oh, it does have blue sub legends, look. Alright, let's see. Little ocean gray boy. Let's see. We can put some keycaps here. Let's see. Maybe we can do something like a little jack squatch, and then maybe, I don't know. Something bluer maybe at the top. G1 Great Colonel. Oh, this one? This one? Gray works fine, although the colors are different. How much did this set of SAT run you? Not as much as it's valued now, yeah. Wait, you found an Ashes Corby? Yep. I found the... Is it Ashes? I don't know if it was the same one, actually. Because I think she ran two different monochrome Corbys. And I got like the one that was... I don't know when. I'll check later, but yeah. It was either Ashes or the other one. But I think there were like two different ones. Slightly different shade of gray. I just got my first Brocaps aftermarket. I want to stop this resin addiction. Oh, you should try. You should try to stop it before it's too late. Are you still in contract with Mr. Ramadan? Which Mr. Ramadan? You mean Mr. Hammerworks Ramadan? Was it difficult getting this board out of the box? I did a little tutorial for it. No, it wasn't too bad. I've done this before. But no, I'm not under any contracts, if that's what you're asking. Okay, so here we have, I think we're good to go. And let's just stop the music here. And I think we are here good to go on our typing. So this is a Keycult 265. This is in the ocean gray colorway. It has a brushed brass bottom if you haven't seen. And right now for the keycaps, we have a mix of OG Cherry and some CRP modifiers, and OG Cherry here at the on the alphas primarily. And let's see. All right, let's give this a shot. Currently we have for keycaps, we have these are some Gateron Ink switches. They're Lube with 205, but the stems have been swapped with the Invyr ultra high molecular polyethylene stems. So I actually don't know what to expect out of this. I kind of expect maybe it's going to be a little bit muted. I don't know. I actually haven't tried this combo of switches. It's basically a Franken switch. On the spacebar, I believe there's a cream paca, so it's a cream stem in an alpaca housing, but the top is a milky Gateron top. So again, it's all Franken switches basically. Deskeys films on this has an aluminum plate. So we'll see what it's like. Don't know what to expect, so we'll see. And for stabs, we have some Staebies V2 or round 2 from Keys. All right, here we go. Oh, whoops, forgot to put it at 60. All right, here you go. Let's go. Whoop, whoa. Ah, hold on. Something's being pressed here. Let me reset the EEPROM. Okay, sorry. I think I was pressing on something here. Yeah, my bad. Something's shorting. Hold on. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, I think we need to open this back up. So I don't know what's going on, but it looks like something's shorting or something like that. So I'm wondering if the Milmax sockets actually are shorting. I'm kind of curious. All right, we'll see if there's an issue in here. So I'm gonna have to open this back up. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's like shorting on the right side for some reason. So time to open this up first. Let's see. Oop. Okay. Let me just try seeing what's up here. So let's open up via here. Okay, Wilbitech 69G test matrix. And oh yeah, you guys see that right side? Wait, oh you can't see it. Hold on, let me take out the typing test out. You guys see that right side shorted? Yeah, so that right side is currently shorted for some reason. So we're gonna see what's going on. It's probably something to do with this cable, or if not, the sockets. So. Alright, let's see. Okay. So let's see here. See, I don't see any marks or anything. But let's see here. Those pins kind of went. Try testing it out? Yep. Yep. Alright. Let's see. Okay, seems okay right now, but let's see. If I press a little harder here, is anything shorting? Oh, there it is. You guys see that? So if I compress this, like right here, I'm gonna try to replicate this, but yeah. So I think the Milmax sockets are hitting the case. I mean, it's have to be, right? Any Captain tape available? Yeah, that might have to be the solution here, is to basically put something on to avoid it from conducting. Pretty much the only way around it right now. So let's just try to carefully. Doesn't help that this cable's pretty short. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see. $33.05, I think so. But I didn't buy them, so. But yeah, they're the small ones. They're really small. Where's my Captain tape? I found my electrical tape. Here's my Captain. All right. Whoopsie. I dropped my artisan box. My bad. All right. Pick those up later. Alrighty. So let's see. So always tape this part here. Hope that it doesn't pierce through the tape too easily. And then maybe I'll just do it for this part here. I'll do it this way. Those pins are still pretty sharp though, so pretty easy for them to pierce the tape. Yeah. I just check it on the bottom case. Yeah, that could do too, but just put it on the PCB first just to see. Alright. So let's see. Slide those screws on. And an infinitesimally short here cable, which can be a little annoying to put on, but still doable. Okay, so this short cable thing, I had the same issue on the previous ocean gray one. So I do think that the current batch of 65s did ship out with a bunch of shorter cables. Like, not shorter, but it's like basically short enough that it can be a bit of a bother. Alright, that's it. That's in. Alright. So let's test this. Seems okay right now. Let's try to put it into the mid case now. So we have to see how it does after the compression. So try it on the left hand side. It was only happening on the right hand side, so that's one thing that I'm gonna say that's the reason I didn't really do anything on the left hand side, you know. But basically it's because on the left hand side there were no issues. Yeah, but let me put it on first, because I think the concern is primarily here on the right hand. Which, I don't know why it would be on the right hand side but not on the left hand side, unless the compression was uneven, which is possible based on, probably depends on how much you decide to compress the screws. I mean, compress the cases together when you put the screws. So we'll try that first. Let's see where it goes. But I mean, there is a decent amount of compression between the top case and the mid piece, so there is definitely a good chance that it's shorting because of the sockets. Just try to not over tighten anything. Go from there. The alignment pins, it's okay. We don't need them. The alignment pins are nice to have if you're having issues with the plate alignment, but they're actually just optional. You can live without them. So, but for now, I just want to address the shorting, so I can always go back later on for any of the other stuff. All right, so there's the shorting. It's still shorting on the yeah, so it's definitely shorting. So yeah. So let's see. It's just here on the right hand though. That. Yeah, so these are not responding because these are shorted. But yeah, so the right column is shorting because of compression here. So I'm trying to think of what to do. I mean, The way to make it work is to just isolate the case. So yeah, I would probably chuck in some tape on the bottom. Yeah, on the bottom itself. And oh wait, what am I doing? And then yeah, and then just try pretty much. You'll be just to put it at on the bottom case, and then see how it goes. Pretty much. I mean, there's already a couple of layers on the pins, but yeah, I mean those pins are sharp enough that they'll pierce through. So yeah. Can you just test it outside case with cable? Oh yeah, we already did. So outside of the case is fine. That's not a problem. It's due to the compression of the two pieces after the gaskets and all that. So it's mostly a clearance issue. Didn't see my bed? No, it's not. It's fine. Alright. Oops. Alright, time to isolate the case a little bit. So the question is, how much of the case do you think I should tape? Do I just tape, because I think it's probably just this portion right here, because it is a little bit taller. So I am really thinking just like down here and down here. So let me try that actually. Are we tape modding a KC? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It's mostly because Milmax sockets, I think. Probably creating an issue here, but I mean, I've built a few 265s now, so I know that it's not an issue when you don't have any. Oh god, it's just not ready. Whether you don't have any sockets or anything like that. So lesson learned, kids, don't Milmax your PCBs, because not only is it time consuming, but also it can create issues. That said, I don't Milmax for a reason. I mean, it's not that, it's mostly because it's just a chore. Oopsie, like cut it and it folded on itself from the wind. Milmax kinda iffy. It just kind of varies. That's the problem with Milmax. It's not that it's bad. It's that it has variance. Like it just has, like, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You know. So it's just like it just depends on the case and the PCB. It just depends on whether you're lucky or not, basically. So it's always a gamble. What's up, man? New to the game. Hello, Dr. Thoragnason. Hello. New to game. Only keyboard I have done is GMK Pro with Glorious Holy Pants and tape mods and stealth right in my Xerox tabs. Very nice. Welcome, welcome, and also congrats on your new mod. Hopefully it's something that you enjoy. Yeah, keyboards can be fun, pretty cool. Someone should make good sockets for keyboards instead of finding a random part to try. Maybe you're right, Pierce. Alright, I'm just gonna do this bottom part because I have a feeling it's the bottom part here that's raised. So, but it should be easy to remove the tape anyway. Alright, that's it. Alright. It was only shorting on the right side, which makes me think it is just the right side. But we will have to see. So I'm actually kind of confused about the shorting. I'm actually wondering if it's not that, because as Peaches does say, 3305 sockets, which I think are the ones being used here, are supposed to be made for keyboards, and they actually don't extend further than the pin. So I'm actually wondering why, though. But hey, we need to test, so we are going to do that. Only way to know is to experiment and figure it out. So right now it's functioning, right, without any compression, right? PCB works, right? That's all good, right? And now I'm gonna just press hard here, and it seems to not compress, not short these, so that's good so far. Same with here, nothing, right? So that's good. Okay. So let's try now putting the case again. Oh, I guess the alignment pins can go on since we are here. Though I don't think they are necessarily the issue anyway. Just put them on. We might have to go back anyway, so we'll see. Hopefully this is enough, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. Okay, see all the screws here at the bottom. Okay, good. Alright. Now let's put this together. Could your client not find a hot swap? They could. I mean, they asked me to Milmax, so I did what I was being told to do, so it's not my responsibility, so I have no idea. I try not to compress it too much. Just compress it to finger tight here. Okay. Just gonna make make sure that this screw is all the way down though, because I'm not seeing it. Okay, there. All right. Okay, that's a good sign. We don't have the short to begin with. Okay, so that's good. So I do think the bottom row or something like that was shorting out here. Either the bottom or the sides, I mean, could be anything, really, but it was not a... So everything here is working right now, so that's good. All right, let's try to put it all together and hope that everything's fine. So I'm gonna just change this to left control because I. All right. Okay, so just need to put it into the base. Okay, all good. Moment of truth. All right, everything's working. Nice, sick. Alrighty, I think we're good to go now. So let's put the rest of the caps on. It flashed the right column for a second, I swear. Oh, really? I hope I didn't press it too hard or anything like that. We'll see. I mean, so the real issue is if it happens in regular typing. If it doesn't, I mean, that's fine. But if it does happen in regular typing, that's a problem. Because realistically, you're not like ever pressing it like that hard too. All right, let's try this. Okay, friends, so here we have a Keycult 265, once again, with an aluminum plate here, and we currently have these Gateron switches, Gateron Ink switches, my bad, with the Invyr stems. I'm not sure what they sound like, but we'll just try it out. And then there's a cream pack on the space bar. What's it blank next to the backspace? It's a Keycaps blank, pretty sure. All right, here we go. Oh, kind of typing slow today. Also making a lot of mistakes today. So quiet with the PE stems. Yeah, it's really quiet. I actually want to try it again because I need to hear it out properly, but I'm not sure I'm into these switches per se. I think they just sound really quiet compared to, like, I don't know, like a regular MX Black or whatever, or like even just the regular GAT V2 inks. So let me just give it a shot one more time. Okay. P stems kill the upstroke sound. Yeah. Definitely. I'm still hearing like that GAT ink housing sound. You know, there's a very specific sound that inks have. Actually, I'm still hearing that. And I'm also hearing that PBT sound, like OG Cherry and CRP. PBT have a very specific sound to them too. So I'm hearing the caps and those housings. But definitely there's, yeah, like the upstroke, or there's something about the sound that definitely sounds a little bit dampened. So it's definitely really quiet. I'm personally not a huge fan of this cream packet on the spacebar, so I'm actually wondering what it would be like for the spacebar to have the other key, the other stem. I mean the other switch. So since this is technically hot swap, I might actually consider changing that spacebar right now. But let's first check out the mods, and then we can swap out the spacebar switch as well. All right. So here are the modifiers. Yeah, really quiet. Oh, I see what it is. Also, oh man, cream packets have such short travel. Really short travel. I don't like short travel switches. I think I'm pretty decided about it. I really don't like them that much. They're so short. On the travel, and I don't know why. It's just not my thing. Yeah. Let's see. Let's actually swap out the spacebar switch though. I don't know how it would sound with the different switch here. Oh, that's so much better. This is so much nicer. So much fuller. What a difference. Alright. Let's try to hear it with the spacebar being a little different. So I'm gonna try just a short test. Yeah, I'm not sure the CRP and that cream packet were just playing too well, I think. So let's give this one a shot. Oh yeah, that's way nicer. Okay, I think that one switch swap really made a difference in how I feel about it. So first of all, the switches are very smooth. Okay, like these Invyr stems are just like really nice and smooth. And I mean, Gateron Ink housings, you know, they're pretty smooth, even stock. So I like them. They're definitely a quieter kind of version of Gateron Inks, I would say. So like if you, let's say, wanted this for like a workplace, this is kind of ideal, while it's not a silent switch. Like the other Keycult Ocean Gray build that we did with silent alpacas, that one was like completely quiet, right? But this is like somewhere in the middle, just quieter. But the switch itself is really smooth, so I like that. And the mods do sound like fine. So Staebies, pretty fine. The spacebar sounds pretty good. And I think Peaches asked about wobble. I'm actually not too sure. I personally am not very picky about wobble because I can't tell. Mostly it's because I don't do this. Like I don't rest my hands. Like I don't rest my fingers on the keycaps and like shake them or like move them, so the wobble is not very apparent to me. That said, like, you know, if you let's say just grab some tweezers, right? And moved the stem here, there definitely is a little bit of like east-west wobble and a little bit of north-south wobble there. So it is a bit of a wobblier stem because it is a bit, maybe it's a little bit smaller or just like smooth. But I personally can't tell, so I personally don't care. So yeah, that's because I don't do this. Like I don't keep my hands here like doing this. So I am unable to tell that wobble difference that much. If the housings were wobbling, that would be an issue, but right now these have Deskeys film, so they have no issue with the housings. The TX tabs on my piggy are very scratchy. They're lube with 205 and the housing doesn't feel sluggish, just can hear the scratch. What might be the reason? What switches do you have on your piggy? Also. But I would lube the wire, not the housing. I mean, the housing's fine to lube, but I would lube the wire more so than the housing. And yeah, they might not be seated properly. That sounds like that could be the case. I'm also asking about the switch because if it's like a long pole stem switch, they're gonna sit at different heights. So if your keycap's not properly centered when your stabs are in, right? If your keycap's not properly centered, basically the long pole stem is gonna raise the center a little bit further up. So don't press it too much this way or that way. You just want to press it like right down the middle. Yeah. MX black. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be either like, you know, could be a stab not being seated properly. It could be some of the lubing that you might want to just check, double check on the stab. But yeah, multitude of reasons, possible reasons at least. Anyway, for those who might have just come back or come back in to the stream because I was doing troubleshooting this, let's show it off here. So now it works with some little cabinet tape because it just isolates electrically. But here it is. Oh, it's kind of dirty. Let me wipe it off. this mic. Captain tape, yeah. So here is our board. Let's help it focus here. So our brushed brass finish, super nice. Very shiny, very reflective, very shiny. I do like the machining, like mark on the logo here. It's a little hard to tell, but looks pretty cool. It's a looker, but yeah. Maybe you mix your cherry clip-ins with TX. It's so hard to mix those up, though, because the TX, like the way they clip is a bit different already. But yeah. Do you lube ultra high molecular weight PE stems, and what is the best lube for them? You just want to try them out first of all. I mean, people use 205 or Tribolosis 204. Some people might do a bit lighter and do like 3203 or. Yeah, I think you just want to experimentally find something that you like. But I personally, when I lube switches, I just try a couple, see if I like them, and then try to replicate the switches that I already like. But I mean, my go-tos are 3204 and 205 pretty much nowadays. I don't really think too much about it. Also, I just saw that Demos just resubbed earlier. Thank you so much for the resub, Demos. Hello. Peaches also, thank you so much for the resub. But yeah, so here's the board though. Looking very clean. I don't know why my sponsors banner is completely off now. Oh, maybe that's why the alert's off actually. Hold on. Let me double check here. Because the sponsor banner is part of the alert system too. Have you tried KTT Rose switches? I have not. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gonna emulate like a thing here. Weird. Okay. Well, for some reason it's not working, but oh well. Oh wait, actually, let's do this. Huh, that showed up there. Lots of troubleshooting today. Yeah, indeed. I don't know. Weird Monday. I mean, to be honest, I feel like I also woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. You know, I kind of was feeling off this morning. Feels like today was just not my kind of day. You know what I mean? Weird, but it is what it is. Monday blues? Yeah, for real though. Actually been like that today. It's pretty weird though. Oh well. Oh, there it is. There's my overlay finally. Came back. Nice. So now the alerts should work properly. Cause that's also part of Stream Elements, I think. Alright, well, at least the good thing is troubleshooting, but the trouble is actually solved. So actually managed to solve the problems that have arisen over the course of the stream. So yeah, that's nice. Alright, so here's the board that we built today. Our Keycult 265 Ocean Gray, looking super nice and clean, with G81 3000 SIT here, OG Cherry, and some CRP modifiers to accompany it. But yeah, looks pretty nice. And then for those who miss seeing the back, here's the back, some fingerprints over here. Here's the side profile. This one has R4 because we're using 6.25 U bottom rail. Here's the front. You can see the front print, which looks really nice. And then here's some of the artisans from the side as well. And the back. Very shiny board here. Have to wipe it off often. What's the next build? I'm not sure yet. Might switch between between a few things. I have a Clavialis coming up. I have a Matrix 8XV 2.0 ADD coming up, and then yeah, there's some other boards also that I'm like working on. Like, you know, I have to loop some switches and stuff. So yeah, there's like some of the boards coming up. I think there's like there's a Cake 60 coming up soon. Jane V2C coming up soon. I think there's also a Jetfire along there somewhere. Actually, I should probably add that. So I think there's a Duck Jetfire as well. Yeah, there's a few others. I got RGBW mods from Keycaps GB. Oh, nice. If you don't type with your ears right next to the switch, don't worry about it. My switch sounds slightly scratchy too up close, but from far away I don't hear it. Oh, if you don't hear it from far away, personally, I wouldn't worry about it, because once you if you keep using them, you actually will hear it less and less. I personally wouldn't bother, because yeah, it's not like you're typing up close. So yeah, switches won't like ever be like perfectly smooth or whatever. Okay, friends. Well, unless you guys got anything else that you wanted me to address or to go over, happy to answer any questions. But otherwise, I'm pretty much done for today, as far as the build is concerned. But if not, we can just go ahead and rate somebody. Let's see who's currently streaming. Thanks for the stream, no problem. Do you recall what those newish Switch films they were called that you tested on stream several weeks ago? Newish Switch films. Newish Switch films. I mean, what Switch films are there? TX, Deskeys, Kelowna. There's those. What else is there? Yeah, there's the KLC ones. The KLC like gaskets. You can just check like klc-playground.com. I think that's the webpage. What else? I mean, and then there's probably like some of the other ones that I think like Idyllic and some other people have made. But yeah, it might be KLC, but it wasn't a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure that was like a while back, like a long while back. Like months back. Anyway. Alright, I see Miss Yura is streaming. Shin Wong unboxing some goodies. I believe she just came back from vacation. Apologies, currently doing some desoldering stuff. Stream, it says. So yeah, we can rate whomever. Also, Drew, can you remove the LOL email? It's annoying things. I guess somebody's had to say it. Alright. Who do you guys wanna watch? You guys wanna watch, oh, I guess Patty's already been streaming for a while. Let's go raid Yura, how about that? Let's go raid Yura PSD. Alright, friends. Again, thank you so much for coming by. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Not sure when that'll be. Probably gonna be busy over the next few days with some work and stuff. But yeah, you'll probably see me stream in the evening as usual. But yeah. Let's see. Let's say Miyaga raid. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you and everyone in chat had a good start to the week. Meow go heart. Just a simple and loving message for Yura and the chat. Alright, friends. I'll see you guys on the next one. Gotta wake up at 6? Oh, good luck, dude. Alright. Peace, friends. Take it easy. Take care of yourselves. And stay cool. Stay warm wherever you might be. See ya.